Dear students, see last time we saw analytical method for addition or subtraction of the vector. We derived the formula r is equal to under root a square plus 2ab cos theta. See, suppose we have to find out resultant of two vectors a and b. Angle between them is theta, so we derive this equation. Now see, in that we take the help of parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay, now let us say vector a, b parallel to b and a parallel to a. Now see, the resultant is r. Okay, resultant is r. Now the resultant makes angle alpha with the vector a, then tan alpha is b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Okay, now these are the two important formula that will be using number of times. Now suppose the resultant makes angle alpha with a and let us say beta with the b. So sometimes they ask in the MCQ, see first what is the possibility a greater than b. Okay, magnitude of a is more than b. So what is the possibility here? Let us say a is here. Okay, now see r is a resultant. Okay, now angle is here alpha and beta. Now see what we can see from the diagram, that a is greater than b, then alpha will be less than b. Second possibility, okay, now here also r is a resultant, alpha and beta are the angle made by the resultant with a and b respectively. So what we see from the diagram, that is a is less than b, alpha is greater than beta. Okay, and third we have to keep in mind, now let us say a and b are equal. Okay, then r is the resultant. What we can see alpha and beta will be equal. Okay, so this is a application of the formula which we derived. Okay, that is for the addition and subtraction of the vector. Now next we have to see about the position vector. Okay, now in the beginning of the lesson we discussed the position vector. Now P is a particle which position vector is r. See here OP is r. It can be in two dimension. Suppose it is in two dimension, then position vector we can call as x minus 0 I caret plus y minus 0 j caret. That is xi plus yj. See, if it is in three dimension, r is equal to xi plus yj plus z. See, these are the general notation. Okay, these are the general notation to use position vector. Now see, in the beginning of the lesson we talked about I caret value is 1, that is a unit vector in x direction. Y direction unit vector is j, it also is a 1, and z direction unit vector okay. So I caret is a unit vector in the x direction. As we discussed earlier, the magnitude of unit vector is always 1. Similarly, j caret is a unit vector in y direction and k caret is a unit vector in z direction. Now how do we use in the numericals or MCQ? Okay, now let us say a simple example. Vector A is 3i plus 4j plus k. Okay, find unit vector in direction of A. Okay. Now, how do we get a unit vector? See, as we discussed earlier, see, dividing a vector, okay, dividing a vector by its magnitude, we get a unit vector in the direction of it. Now see here, A is 3i plus 4j plus k. See the magnitude of vector A okay. Now this is a magnitude of vector. Now we get a unit vector UA, okay, that will be vector form divided by the magnitude. Okay. Now we can write in this form, or we can write 3 upon root 26 I caret plus 4 upon okay. So this is how we can obtain a unit vector of given vector. Now we talked about position vector. Next we talk about the displacement. Right. Okay. Now here in lesson number 4, see, we are going to discuss motion in a plane. Okay. Now that is right now we say a 2 dimension. Now see let us say the particle moves like this. See, its initial position is this, final position is this. Okay. Now see, this is R1. Okay. See the position vector of initial position, okay, with respect to origin is R1. Okay. Now B is a final position, that is vector R2. Okay. We can write in terms of x and y. Let us say x1 y1 and x2 y2. Now A is the initial position, B is the final position. Now see, delta R is a displacement vector. Okay? Delta R is a displacement vector. Now to obtain the displacement vector, we can take the help of triangle law. See, the triangle law says that on the first on the head of the first vector, tail of the second vector is third side is the resultant. Here also OA, on the head of OA we have kept the tail of AB, third side is the resultant, that is O. Now OA is nothing but R1. The book they have say R, and OB is R2, they have said R dash. Initial position is R1, final position R2. Book they have mentioned R and R dash, one in the same. Now here AB is our displacement vector. So AB is OB minus OA. Okay. Now what is OB here? R2 and R1. AB, as I told, represent the displacement vector, that is delta R. Okay. So delta R is the position vector, displacement vector, R2 minus R1. See, we can understand by taking an example. This can be asked in VSQ. Okay. Let us say R1 is 3, 1, 4. R2 is 7, 3, 5. Okay. Find out the displacement vector. So displacement vector here, delta R is R2 minus R1, that is 7, 3, 5 minus 3, 1, 4. Now see, we have to find out the coordinate first. So that will be 7 minus 3, 3 minus 7 minus 3, 3 minus 1, 5 minus 4. That is 4, 2 and 3. Okay. So here what we have taken x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus y. Now see this is the vector form. We can say delta R we can write as 4i plus 2j plus 3j. Okay. Now the magnitude of the vector delta R Okay, so this is about the displacement vector. So sometimes they ask what will be the displacement in y direction. So displacement in y direction is 2, displacement in z direction is 3, displacement in x direction is 4. So these are the simple questions they can ask in the MCQ. So this is about the position vector and displacement vector. Now see, we have to proceed further. Now in the third lesson we talked about average velocity and instantaneous velocity. That was in one dimension. Here see, we have to discuss in the two dimension. Again recall that same, let us say A is a, this is R1, then we can write it x1I plus y1j. Okay, then B is a final position, R2, OB is R2, that is x2I plus y2j. See here, what are the coordinates of A? There is x1, y1, that is our Cartesian coordinate system, and B coordinate is x2, y2. So vector R1 we have represented in terms of x1 and y1, that is x1 I caret, y1 j caret. Similarly, final position R2 is x2 I plus y2j. Now we are familiar that, see, the I caret is a unit vector in the x direction, j caret is a unit vector in y direction. Now the displacement vector, okay, that is delta r. Okay, so we can write r1 plus delta r is r2. So delta r is r2 minus r1. The only thing here, we represent r2, that is given as book they have taken r dash, but this will be for our convenience. Okay, so we can say r1 is r and r2 is r dash. Okay, then it will be easy for us. Now delta r is r2 minus r1. Now see the average velocity. That is delta v. Okay, that is r2 minus r1. So what is r2 minus r1? That we have to obtain delta r by delta v. See what is r2 here? Okay, that we can write later. Now r2 is x2I plus y2j minus r1 is x1I plus y1j. So we can write in terms of difference of the coordinate x2 minus x1 I caret. Now this r2 minus x2 minus x1 is delta x. See, that is the change in position x direction, and y2 minus y1 is delta y. Okay, now we can write in terms of difference delta r is delta x I caret plus delta y. Okay, now see the average velocity. Okay, delta r by delta v, that is delta x. Okay, now this is how we can represent the average velocity. Now see, for instantaneous velocity we have to take derivative. Okay, by taking limit delta t tends to 0. Right now we have written in terms of the average velocity, this delta r by delta r. See, delta r is the position vector. This is delta xi plus delta y j caret upon delta t. Now for instantaneous velocity, we have to take limit delta t tends to 0. That is differentiation is known to us. So v is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta xi caret plus delta y j caret upon delta t. Okay, now that we can write as limit delta t tends to 0, delta x upon delta t I caret, okay, plus limit delta t tends to 0, delta y upon delta t into 2. Okay, now see, whenever division is there and we take differentiation, okay, it turns into derivative. So we can write as dx upon dt I caret plus dy by dt into 2 caret. Okay, now see this. Dx is x component of velocity. Now dy by dt. Okay. Now see the dx upon dt is vx, that is a x component of the velocity. Dy by dt is a y component, that is vy, there is a y component velocity. See, we are familiar now that velocity is a vector quantity. It has component, so we can write velocity into x component and y component. See, v is equal to vxi plus vyj. So this is a formula for the instantaneous velocity. Now, just as we write x is equal to r is equal to x square plus rj, see the magnitude was under root x square plus y square. Okay, so this is true for any vector. Similarly, see the magnitude of the velocity is under root vx square plus y square. Okay, now see, this is the formula for the instantaneous velocity. This is the formula for the instantaneous velocity. Now, see, right now we talk of two-dimension motion. Okay, see, any point, okay, any point, tangent drawn at any point is in the direction of the velocity. So, tangent drawn at any point is in direction of velocity. Okay. Okay. This is about the instantaneous velocity. Now we take a simple example for this and then we'll proceed further. See, the same thing we studied in the third lesson, but right now it is in terms of component. Let us say position vector. Of particle is represented by okay. Now this is the formula for the position vector. See, calculate equation for velocity. Second, okay, now see the question is divided into two parts. Okay, position vector is given. See, we have to calculate the equation of the velocity and instantaneous velocity at 2 seconds. Now, see, r is equal to see the derivative we have seen earlier, but just we revisit the formula. See, we have to remember t square derivative is 2t, t derivative is 1. Okay, and see, whenever there is a multiplier, see for example here d by dt of 2t, 2 is a constant term, t derivative is 1, that is 2, you can write, and derivative of 3 here, d by dt of 3t is 3 into 1. Okay, this should be known to us. So you should require a lot of practice of the derivative. Why? Because number of lessons we are using this. So this is about the derivative. Now see, v is equal to dr by dt. Okay, that is the time rate of change of displacement due to velocity. See here, 2 t derivative is 1 that we have seen. T square derivative is 2t. I caret t derivative is 1. Okay, now this we can write as 2 plus 2t I caret plus 3j. So v is equal to 2 plus 2t I caret plus 3j. Okay, now this is the equation of the velocity. That is the first part of the answer. Now instantaneous velocity at 2 seconds. So if I substitute p is equal to 2 here, here v is equal to 2 plus 2 into 2 I caret 4 plus 2 6 size. Okay, now this is a formula equation for the instantaneous velocity at 2 seconds. Now see the magnitude part. Okay. Okay, this is the values. Now about the direction. Okay, see r is equal to xi plus yj. Direction we used to write tan theta is y upon x. Okay, here also the velocity in terms of component. Here vx value is 6, vy value is 3. So tan theta is vy upon dx, that is 3 upon 6, or that is 1 by 2. Theta is tan equals 1 by 2. Okay, now by knowing the by taking the help of the log table or trigonometric tables, we can find out the value of the angle also. So this is about the instantaneous velocity, equation of instantaneous velocity and its magnitude. Now this we talked about motion in 2 dimensions. First we talk of the average velocity and then the instantaneous velocity. Now see the acceleration. Okay, now we have studied earlier also. Okay, time rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. See the time rate of change of velocity is called okay. Now v is equal to vxi plus vyj we have obtained. Now see the acceleration also is a vector quantity. Now v is equal to vxi plus vyj that we have derived just now by taking derivative with respect to time. dv by dt is dvx upon dt I caret. Okay, now see here dvx upon dt is ax. Okay, that is the x component of the acceleration. Okay, dvy by dt ay is the y component of acceleration. Okay, now we can write acceleration in terms of the component, and dv by dt is a, so we can write a is equal to axi plus ayj. Okay, now this is acceleration in terms of the components. See the magnitude of the acceleration is under root ax square plus ay square. Okay, in the direction also we can obtain tan theta is ax upon ay, sorry ay upon ax. Now see this part we do not use more, but we should be knowing. So this is about the average velocity and instantaneous acceleration. See the acceleration is time rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. See we have derived v is equal to vxi plus vyj, correct? Now if I take derivative with respect to time, so it will be dv by dt is dvx upon dt I caret plus dvy by dt into j caret. Now see this dvx upon dt is called ax. that is the x component of the acceleration. Now dv by dt is ay, that is the y component of the acceleration. See, dv by dt is a itself. So a is equal to axi plus ayj. We can write a. Now this will be the magnitude of the acceleration. A is equal to under root ax square plus ay square. See, the tan theta is ay upon ax. So this is how we can obtain the value of the velocity, average velocity, and acceleration, instantaneous acceleration. And if it is in terms of the simple components, that will be average acceleration. Now this is about the acceleration. Now we take an example based on this. Now again we revisit the terms which we used earlier. Now in third lesson we have seen number of times. See, x is the displacement. Right now we talk of in terms of displacement vector is r. So here velocity is unique. See, r is a position vector. See, the first derivative with respect to time. There is v dr by dt. See, some of the book it is mentioned first derivative like this, but right now it is not more useful. So by taking the first derivative of displacement, okay, we get velocity, and see, we take the second derivative with respect to time, we'll get a is dv by dt. Now if I substitute the value of v here, okay, that is, we can write in terms of d square r upon dt square. Okay, acceleration is second derivative d square r upon dt square. Okay, whatever the method is convenient to us, we can write. Okay, so this is about the instantaneous velocity and instantaneous acceleration in 2 dimension or 3 dimension. Okay, now we take an example of this. This can be asked in VSQ. See, the position vector of particle is given by r is equal to 2t plus 1 I caret plus, okay, find equation for acceleration and instantaneous acceleration at t is equal to 1. Okay, now see here, the question is divided into 2 parts. First, you have to obtain the equation of the acceleration. Second, the magnitude of the acceleration as 1 second. Now see our equation, r is equal to 2t plus 1 I caret plus. Now see, the first derivative gives the velocity. So v is equal to, see here, t derivative is 1. 1 is a constant term, I caret. 3 t square derivative is known to us 2t. So it will be 2i plus 16. Okay, this is the equation for the velocity. Now acceleration a is dv by dt. Now we take the derivative of this equation. 2 is a constant term, derivative is 0, I caret. 6 t is derivative is 1, j caret. So what we see here, y-x component is 0. Now a is equal to 6j caret. So that is a, see, the x component of the acceleration is 0, y component is 6. Now here t is equal to 1 second has no significance. Why? Because there is no term with t here. That means that here the particle moves with a constant acceleration. See, what about the components? See, its x component is 0. Why? we do not have any value, but its y component is 6. So the magnitude of the acceleration is 6 meter per second square. What we can infer from this? See, the irrespective of the time, suppose here it is asked t is equal to 3 seconds or t is equal to 10 seconds. Whatever the time we are being asked, acceleration is 6 meter per second square. What we can see from this? See, the particle moves with a constant acceleration. Okay, so this is about the average velocity, average acceleration, instantaneous velocity, and instantaneous acceleration. These are very important topics. See, later on we'll discuss examples and exercise numerical also. See, exam also a 4-mark question can be asked from this. See, next time we'll proceed further.